Greetings. This is Camille on the coast, and this is Thursday, the 14th of July, the day after my birthday. And I believe this is what? Bastille Day? Which, who knows who celebrates what? But it's always been something that once I realized, oh, it's Bastille Day. Cool. Rah rah. We're still basking in birthday energy, so it's like, let's celebrate more things, whether they pertain or not. Let's do that. Anyway, wow. So yesterday was both my birthday and the full moon. And I got a chance. I was a little nervous because I'm like, okay, it's nightfall. How come I am not seeing the moon? The night before, I had clearly seen a moon right there. So I'm looking there at that same time and So a couple hours later, here, there's moon. And it did not disappoint at all. At all. So I was kind of down yesterday. I was kind of down for several days in anticipation of my birthday. And I didn't know what to expect. And I figured it was just going to be me and Belle. And that's what it was. Me, Belle, our pets. And I dare say, wow. Okay, maybe I should turn off my alerts before I begin my recording. Because I just saw something okay. Moving along. I dare say Belle took my birthday better this year than she ever has. And I'm very proud of her because that shows maturity and growth. Because I can tell you in previous years, once Belle learned of, oh, it's your birthday? Well, how come it's not Belle's birthday? Because there was a time when she would refer to herself in the third person. And I'm just looking at her like, no. No. So this time, in anticipation of all of this, I said nothing. And then she finally caught on, oh, it's her birthday. And then by the end of last night, she was wishing me happy birthday quite a few times. This was really sweet. And I baked myself a cake. Ooh, I really, really wanted chocolate cake. I saw this show called The Wilds that I had never heard of that show. Apparently it's an Amazon. I'm guessing it's an Amazon Prime show because that's where I found it. I found 2 seasons of it. So I'm like, what is this? Huh? Okay. And it reminded me of a show that I got into, Yellow Jackets on Showtime. Holy smokes. I got myself a trial of Showtime just so I could watch Yellow Jackets. And then I kept Showtime. And it's a similar concept of high school girls who are on a plane. The plane crashes. They survive the plane crash. And then they're left to fend for themselves in the wild. Only this show has a twist. And what that twist is, I will not tell you. See it for yourself if you haven't already. See it for yourself. I'm only on episode 6, so I don't know. But needless to say, there was a chocolate cake served on board their flight for that episode 1, season 1. Ooh, and I saw that right before I went to bed, and I was like, I want a chocolate cake. But there was no cake mix in the house. Nor were there like a long line of loved ones and admirers rushing in to treat me to anything for my birthday. So I kind of sat there yesterday kind of like, Eeyore, you know. And I'm like, well, gee, I really want something sweet. What am I going to do? And I'm looking through my pantry. I've got all this flour and all this oil, and I've got eggs. But my kid is in this growth spurt where it's like she needs every drop of milk. Like every drop of milk to drink milk, to eat cereal, to eat boxed mac and cheese, whatever. I allow it. And I only need this much milk to pour into my morning coffee. So I'm like, to use milk to make a homemade cake mix from scratch. Dare I? Do I? So I got creative and I got on Google and I'm looking, because in the moment, for some reason, I wanted to eat pears. I wanted pears. Well, what can I do with canned pears and flour and oil and yada, yada, yada? And I couldn't find anything I really wanted to do. And then I don't know what I Googled, but I put myself on the right track. And the track was I wanted to bake a cake that did not contain milk. And when you search for dairy-free cake, you get recipes for like almond milk cakes. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't have that on hand. I wanted to bake myself a birthday cake using what I had on hand. Ultimately, I was led to a Depression-era recipe for a chocolate cake that did not contain butter, milk, or eggs. And they swapped out, instead of butter, it was vegetable oil. Okay. And say what you want about vegetable oil. Some people do not believe in vegetable oil because they have their reasons. I don't know about all that. But I made myself the chocolate cake. It was flour, baking soda, salt, cocoa powder, sugar. And I was naughty. I had just run out of granulated sugar. So I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work. So I grabbed the golden brown sugar. And I put that in there. And I had good luck. Okay. And then also water, vinegar, all vegetable oil, and vanilla extract. Put that all together. Bake it, ungreased. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. And this could easily be, and I don't know if we could do that, it could be a really good, thing for Girl Scouts to let's demonstrate this. Like what you can do using what you have. I mean, under most circumstances, you have flour on hand. You have oil on hand. You have salt and baking soda on hand, And, yeah, and you should have sugar in some capacity. Will this work with Splenda? I don't know. But this is what worked for me, and it was delicious. And I ate that cake. I forgot to do the birthday candle. But doesn't matter. I fulfilled I'm sure there is a badge for that. There is a cooking badge. There are badges outside the box that, because you can only do so much during the normal year. The calendar, school year, whatever. But there are things in addition to that. But that science behind why this cake works. And I'm sure it's the chemical reaction, the chemistry of the baking soda and the vinegar and the water to give it that rise, the things that, just like I've got this recipe that came out 2 years ago. Somebody My good friend on Facebook gave this recipe for dinner rolls, no yeast dinner rolls, where you are swapping out eggs for mayonnaise. So it's flour, milk, mayonnaise, salt, and I think a fifth thing. I don't remember. Anyhow, you make these delicious rolls without yeast, and it rises because of the vinegar in the mayonnaise mixing with the baking powder. Oh my goodness. So it's milk, mayonnaise, flour, salt, baking powder. Oh my gosh. And it looks like when I Google this recipe, it's only a 2-star recipe. But to me, it's so good. Belle won't eat them. But I'm like, oh. So needless to say, you can go off the beaten path and get some good stuff. And I went off the beaten path and I was satisfied at the end of the night, my own birthday, with a chocolate cake. So there's that. So why am I here today? It's summertime and my child has been out of school for a little over a month. Just 3 days over a month. And each summer since my child has been at school has been very unique in that you got to find something to do for yourselves and find a balance. You know, not everyone goes on a 2-week vacation to Hawaii in the summer, okay? It's okay to be to yourself in your own house. Just relax, you know? Sleep in, take a nap, do something. And we talk a lot about alignment and manifestation and getting your vibration right, you know, matching your energy. You got to get your energy up first before you can even begin to make manifest whatever it is that you would like to make manifest. And, is it a little tricky when I've got a child who is just like, because she doesn't know what it is that she would like to see happen for summer. She just knows that her routine is completely shaken. Yeah, staycation is right, Jess. She just knows her routine is completely shaken, and she is not seeing this one and this one and this one and this one and this one. It is only mom. And I'm sure my child feels very safe to release those feelings with me. Okay, yeah, but I'm trying to manifest something. And I just hear like bickering, bicker, complain. And I'm like, really, kid? Okay, I don't know. So in conscious creation mode, in manifestation mode, and silencing the madness and the nonsense. It's been interesting. It's been tricky. Not impossible. Oh, no, not impossible. But it has been tricky. So sometimes I'd like to ask Belle, well, what is it that you would like to manifest? What would you like to see happen? And dream big, you know, because the bigger you dream, the better. There is always something that can be gleaned, I guess, from that list. But we're not really working together on any of that right now. So, like, I think Monday night, Belle said, I'm bored. Okay, I put my shoes on. I grab my house keys. Let's walk down to the beach. Okay, well then no. I offered it to you. We're not going to do it then. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Sorry. So, last night, my birthday, I'm like, there's nothing that we're doing. Let's walk to the beach. Okay. And then this poor kid was hit with, I don't know, stomach issues. And I'm like, my spontaneous beach walk that I'm already dolled up and dressed for. Pause. Major part. No, no, no. How about no? I tried. Here. You need your shower anyway. Take your shower. And she did. And how about let's binge watch a show? And that's how we spent last night. Full moon birthday. Belle took her shower. She put on red pajamas, like red ladybug, miraculous ladybug. So it was kind of nice to see like this little ladybug running around the house. And we binge watched a show. I baked a Depression era dairy-free chocolate cake. Had a little Chardonnay. And then that was that. That was that. I'm not sure what time I went to bed, but it was what it was. You know, it was fun. It was fun. Birthday dinner. I mean, wow, I was talking about it yesterday. What I loved to do when I was a child, my grandmother would take me to El Cholo's in Koreatown, El Cholo's, this Mexican restaurant from 1922. And then I would have like a Hanson's cake or something. Well, no, none of that. I made boxed mac and cheese. You know? Belle is in this like total milk and cereal mode, boxed mac and cheese mode, granola mode. And well, it's nutrition. She's growing. She's thriving on that. And it's like how kids do. Kids never let themselves starve, but when you're trying to like, okay, I would like beans and rice or homemade tortillas or whatever, and my child's looking at me like, okay, I'm not there yet, Mom. Well, she will be. So, you know, okay, boxed mac and cheese for birthday dinner it is, and there you go. I'm sure that over one birthday cake, many, many eons ago, I'm sure I wished for family or a dog or whatever. And let's say it came true. It came true because I am a mom. I have this beautiful child, rambunctious, lots of personality, fiery, independent child. Artistic, creative, all the things. 2 cats, 2 dogs. Yeah, craft. Yes, beam me up. Oh, my voice. Yeah, so. Okay, I don't know what's going on outside. So, yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did. And I can't complain about it. Forgive my voice. So, as you know, I had those asthma attacks. And in anticipation for Independence Day, Belle and I went hunting for fireworks on the 3rd and on the 4th. And, like, the smoke, you know, like, that was not kind. So, even though I take my Advair or whatever, I still got that smoke. And that was irritating. So, I'm a person who can inhale nothing. So, it's slowly coming out. So, that's why you hear my voice sounds a little not, you know. Yeah. But I'm okay. I'm here. I'm alive. I have survived. And I made it to 46. And let the blessings come, whatever those blessings are. And I'm sitting outside in the shade, but I'm still sitting outside. So yes. Oh, okay. I'm getting all sorts of alerts because I did not turn it off, and I saw some bad news coming on the news break. And I'm not going to empower that bad news I just read because yeah. Blessings to any and all. You are an ancestor now. So there you go. So yeah, there's that. Wow, I've been recording for 20 minutes. I think I know I'm going to end it because at 2:30 I am doing my children's story time through the Tarot Antique Collective on Clubhouse. So I must prepare. I still have time to fix myself and Bill some sort of lunch so I can be ready for my 2:30 room. So, with that said, I will be off and I will be back here recording something in some capacity. If you are on the Clubhouse app, set yourself a reminder and come through for my children's story at 2:30. And you don't have to listen to it live because it's recorded. The replays will be on. But if you can come through, come through. If you can't, just be there with me in spirit. I need the emotional support. I need the support. So, thank you, and it means a lot to me. All right. Well, I will be off. Ta-ta.